Asia, one of the world's fastest growing and most dynamic regions. It is home to almost 4.5 billion people. That's about 60% of the world's population. Things are changing here, and fast. Economies are growing, but so are the number of people. And they are moving to cities at a quicker rate than anywhere else in the world. So who is going to feed this growing urban population? With changing weather patterns and increasingly scarce natural resources, it's getting harder for rural women and men to feed themselves, let alone their countries. Asia is already home to 2/3 of the world's undernourished and hungry people. And as the population grows, there will be even more mouths to feed. IFAD partners with governments across the region to reverse this trend. We work in the most remote areas with the most marginalized communities. We have the expertise and experience in rural development to turn these challenges into opportunities. Our goal is to reduce rural poverty and hunger and develop rural areas. To date, we have invested more than $20 billion in loans and grants to do just that, improving the lives of around 480 million people in almost 100 countries.
The project came and planted trees. They built embankments and stopped salt water coming onto our land. They introduced us to salt-tolerant seeds. So now the harvests are good.
Before the project, I did not have enough income for my children to go to school. But now, my children can go to university.
Smallholder farmers like Anjana and Golap grow 4/5 of the food in developing countries. They are also the guardians of our scarce natural resources. At IFAD, we believe that investing in rural people like them is the only way to ensure food security and sustainable development. We offer practical and innovative solutions to trigger rural growth. Our investments connect farmers to markets, provide innovative access to finance, develop better infrastructure, and mitigate the effects of climate change. Through our projects, we modernize and commercialize smallholder agriculture. And in the process, we empower women and young people and support farming communities to improve household food security and nutrition. Asia and the Pacific is our largest program. Our current investment portfolio of $2.7 billion has benefited almost 40 million rural people. Almost 13 million people are now accessing financial services. More than 8,000 kilometers of roads have been constructed. Almost 2.5 million people have been trained in new production technologies.
I feel joy that instead of sitting idle, I've done something. I don't have to beg money from anybody. I satisfy my own needs myself.
Our loans are accompanied by $16 million in grants, promoting a supportive policy framework, capacity building, and piloting innovative solutions to development challenges.
Asia is changing fast, and the challenges we face are huge. But IFAD has the experience, and we know the practical solutions based on many years of experience on the ground. And at the heart of these solutions are the rural populations. We need to increase our investment in rural people. If we are to achieve the SDGs, we have to do it hand in hand with the rural poor. They are the ones who will feed growing cities, protect natural resources, and ensure sustainable and equitable economic development. But here in IFAD, we're also changing fast. We have a new senior management team. We've embarked on a major reform process. We're moving closer to our clients in the region. And we are enhancing our focus on reaching the poorest households in the poorest countries to make sure no one is left behind. Over the next 3 years, we aim to reach an additional 20 million people in the region. But IFAD cannot do this alone. We need to work in partnership. We need strong partnerships with our member states, with the private sector, and with civil society. And with 2030 fast approaching, we must act now.
IFAD, investing in rural people.